welcome to the second edition of Cigars with Stan. I can't believe we made it back. We've been renewed. So we're back for another edition. We have a very special guest today, Mr. Al Zone from Elmwood Park Zoo. Al, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful, Stan. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being on. I appreciate it. What are you smoking?
I'm smoking a Liga Privada T52. It's one of my favorite cigars.
And where did you first hear about that cigar?
I was at a golf course, which I don't do very well, and I know...
I know from experience you don't do that very well.
I know spending time in the Fogobe Club, and what exactly does that stand for again?
Oh, you're leading me in. I like that. Yeah. You're absolutely right, because we didn't explain it that well the last time. It is football, golf, and beer.
Very nice.
And it's just a short, obviously, for all three of those. So when you're in the Fogobe Club, you can talk about anything you want, but you have to start the conversation with one of those.
Well, I'm glad we started then. We started with all three of them. And I'm very good at football, bad at the other two.
I've heard about your football skills.
Not great at beer. Love cigars, though. So we'll get back to my 252.
Yes.
So I was at Sunnybrook Country Club.
Okay.
When I first stumbled upon these, I was with a good friend in Paul McDonald. I was butchering up their poor golf course over there, and that's the first time I had one of these. He had given it to me. It was probably the best round of golf I ever had in regards to scenery and experience. I'll leave it at that, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was great on the golf course. It's great in the Fogobe Club. It's great at Black Cat, which I know is a favorite of yours. It's great in Cigar Republic. It's an awesome cigar.
Is that a Maduro?
Yeah.
It's like a dark one. Yeah, yeah. I have the Maduro too as well. Portagas, very nice. I do like the Maduros.
Yeah.
I've seen you smoke other cigars though. So.
Well, you've been dabbling me in some other cigars. When I used to have the Jeffersonville Golf Club. I ran their banquet facility and stuff there, and I got in the business of selling cigars at the golf course. Didn't really know much about them,
right?
But I learned quickly. Just like everything I know about golf, I learned from the bar at Jeffersonville Golf Club. I enjoy it filling up with smoke.
It is filling up a little bit. That's why I reached over and opened the window.
I enjoy it. It gives me a little bit of yours and a little bit of mine. But I love cigars. Great company, good conversation, nothing better than it.
I agree wholeheartedly. Nothing like a great cigar after a great meal as well. Mm-hmm. Sit back and relax and have a nice cigar with it.
A friend of mine, Eric Sims, just started turning me on to cigars and coffee.
Okay.
Have you done that yet?
I
know
don't
you don't
really
like to smoke early.
Exactly. I don't really smoke in the mornings.
Well, have a nice cup of coffee at the end of the day and have a cigar with it. I just started dabbling in it, and I do enjoy it. I
am one of those people where it doesn't bother me if I have a cup of coffee. Some people say, I can't drink a cup of coffee after 6 o'clock or whatever. It keeps me up all night. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't affect me either.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you noticed, hopefully you did, but I wore my Zoo sweatshirt today.
Oh, I love it.
I knew you were coming on, so I wanted to get the conversation rolling about the zoo. Full disclosure, I do work a little bit for the zoo. Do the zoo. Do a little consulting work, but absolutely love it. I think one of the first things I said when I got there, and you kind of repeated a little bit after that, was it's the greatest office in the world. I mean, nothing can stress you out when you can walk outside and look at a giraffe for a few minutes and really calms you down. So.
Yeah, the zoo checks a lot of boxes for me personally. And being self-satisfied and knowing the work that we do, not only for the amazing animals that are at the zoo, but for the people that come through there, for the hometown, for Norristown, for me, it just checks a lot of boxes, like a good cigar, in satisfying what I need personally in my life.
So what's new with the zoo? I know we've got a lot going on, and I know a little bit about some of the things we have going on, but from your perspective, what's the most exciting thing coming up in 2021?
Well, with that being said, on the heels of probably the craziest year that any of us have ever experienced, I'm excited about it. I was excited about 2020. I'm excited about how 2020 concluded. It changed a lot for a lot of people in regards to the way life is going to be different moving forward, at least for a good period of time. I do think some things may get back to the way they were, but we learned a lot from 2020. And I'm a real positive thinker. We've gotten some amazing support this past year in the pandemic from our county, from our state, from our local, from a lot of great donors, a lot of great grants. But we're coming on the heels. 2020 came on the heels of an amazing 95th anniversary of Elmwood Park Zoo. November 14th, we had an amazing gala at Bluestone Country Club.
It was a lot of fun.
What a great time. We talked about the master plan. We talked about the future of the zoo. We talked about the 100th anniversary of the zoo. And even though we, kind of stepped off course slightly in 2020 with what was happening around us in the world, we continued to get back on course in 2020, and I'm really excited for 2021. We're going to push hard in 2021.
I was excited. I saw it first in an email before I heard it from you that we're getting 2 sloths.
Yeah, so we have one right now.
It's already there. Okay.
We have one right now, and we are working on the second one. Sharon Dinella, the Carmine Dinella Foundation, has been fabulous to the zoo. Has been fabulous to our community, been fabulous to so many things. There's nobody better than Sharon Dinella. What an amazing woman. And her family is just fabulous. If everybody took a little bit of what she brings to the world every day, this place would be a much better place to live.
Agreed. Agreed.
But yeah, she built that amazing Jaguar exhibit in 2017, has done so many things to really renovate and keep the zoo current. But really all just to give back to the community, to give the zoo a great place for kids and everything. She brought a great sloth to the zoo. We're enclosing the sloth exhibit currently. It'll be a nice walkthrough exhibit with a lot of great experiences.
Very nice. Anything you want to talk about for the end of the year? We got
yeah, man. So it's exciting. It's
across the creek.
Yeah, it's exciting. Pat Mascara. Mascara has been a great partner to not only the zoo but to Norristown, to the community, to all the neighboring areas. What an awesome community partner to have. He's bringing something Elmwood Park Zoo's never had. A lot of people don't know Elmwood had lions. They had bears. They had a lot of exciting animals. There was a period of time where they were just North and South American animals only. I'm excited to be the first one to have brought giraffe to Norristown. You did an awesome article for me in the Times Herald,
and it was a great story.
won awards. The way the spread was laid out, which I do want to point out for the camera, for the viewers, that was my idea to take the giraffe up into the title. That was my idea. So don't steal.
Oh, I didn't know they were. On the front page of the newspaper.
Well, the spread, which I think was featured in didn't you say you won some things for the
we won an award for front page design.
Yeah, which was awesome. But why I bring that up is Pat Mascara is bringing Tiger to Elmwood Park Zoo. Never been done before. Amazing animal, and it's because of a personal connection, not just with Norristown, but with the time he spent down in Cape May and really enjoying the tigers at Cape May. He wants to bring a little bit of that to Norristown.
Well, listen, you've been an incredible asset to the zoo. I tell the story when people ask me about what's going on over there. And I talk about the turnaround of the zoo. It was in dire straits when you got there. And I tell people all the time, I said, think about it. Who would think about going out and renting a couple of giraffes? I mean, nobody actually thinks about that.
Well,
it's not something that in my day that if I could just rent me a couple of giraffes.
Stan, for me, it wasn't about renting the giraffe. It was about taking a risk, doing something different, taking a risk, doing something different. We are 20 minutes away from the oldest zoo in the nation. What an amazing facility at the Philadelphia Zoo. But we are the zoo for the people that live here. We're the zoo for Montgomery County. I don't know if you purposely put animals up on your slideshow here, but it's exciting because...
I'm all in.
Yeah, it's exciting because we get to bring these amazing animals to Norristown and to Montgomery County. We get to educate, we get to entertain, and we get to have a lot of fun.
Well, listen, you, like I said, you've done an amazing job down there. It's obvious that I'm going to have you back on the show because we're already running out of time. So enjoy the rest of your cigar, and we'll see you guys next time.
I love it.
Cigars with Stan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.